Now we are going to start our first chapter, that is ecology and ecosystems. Friends, what is ecology? Before going to that, we need to have some basic concept about biosphere and ecosystems. What is biosphere? There are millions and millions of living organisms on our planet Earth. They include millions of plants, millions of animals, and millions of microorganisms. Together, they form the living world, and that living world is known as biosphere. So, biosphere is also known as the sphere of life, or the surface or the area around the surface of Earth which support the entire life form is known as biosphere, or it's also known as sphere of life or the living world. So biosphere is also known as the living world or the sphere of life because it supports each and every kind of living organism present on Earth, be it plants, be it animals, be it microorganisms. Ecology is also known as the science of biosphere. That is the science which studies the organisms of biosphere is known as ecology. The word ecology has been derived from two words, oikos and logos. Oikos means habitat and logos means study. So ecology is literally the study of habitat, or our biggest habitat is the biosphere. So ecology is also known as the science of biosphere. Now all these living organisms continue to interact with one another in order of their survival. Also they interact with the outer world or the environment or the surrounding or the envelope of air, water and soil. So there is a two-way interaction between living organisms, between one another, and between the organisms and the environment. Actually, this is the two-way interaction that we study in ecology. So ecology is the scientific study of varied interaction between living organisms and with the physical environment. So these interactions are imperative for the survival of the living world, and this two-way interaction is actually studied under ecology. So ecology is known as the scientific study of varied interactions between living organisms and with the environment. And that is why as all the living organisms reside in biosphere, it's also known as the science of biosphere. Friends, there's another basic term before starting the actual chapter, and that is the ecosystem. What is that? Ecosystem. As we all know that the biggest possible unit of life or sphere of life is the biosphere. Literally, ecosystems are the smaller units of life. Ecosystems are the smaller parts of this biosphere where these two-way interaction actually takes place. So ecology are the smaller unit of life, and as ecosystems are the actual sites where these interactions occur, ecosystem is also known as the structural and functional unit of biosphere. As these interactions actually occur at the level of the ecosystem, that is why ecosystems are also known as the structural and functional unit of biosphere. Also, ecosystems form the basic units for the study of ecology. Ecosystems form the basic unit for the study of ecology. Actually, what is ecosystem? Ecosystems consists of community of living organisms. Inside an ecosystem, there are community of living organisms, that is populations of different living organisms and their physical environment taken together. That is why ecosystems are defined as community of living organisms and their physical environment taken together. So this forms the ecosystem. Some of the examples of ecosystems may be the forests, the lakes, the seas, oceans, or even the artificial ecosystems like the aquariums which we put in our houses. So these are the smaller units of life, or these are the ecosystems.